Alexander Ovechkin waves the Pens off the ice, not doing the handshake.
Maybe air traffic control in his post.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible, yeah. A couple of airports right in D.C. But still, a salute from the fans. Mixed emotions. Caps get the win. Season's not over, but is this his final home game? It's NHL on TNT post-game show presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. McHugh, Paul Bissonnette, Anson Carter, Henrik Lundqvist came into today wondering, would it be the final Ovechkin against Crosby matchup? Would it be Ovi's final game in Washington, D.C.? And we leave knowing that Washington's still in the mix. Only a point out of playoff position. I don't know that we have answers to a lot of other things, though. And we were just talking during that brief commercial break. Hank, I'll start with you. After what we saw there, would you be at all shocked if we saw Alexander Ovechkin in the NHL next year?
Not shocked. I mean, if you score over 30 goals, you should come back.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Lead your team in scoring.
I'm just trying to put myself in the Caps fans' mindset right now. There's so much unknown. All right, you win the last game. You still leave everything on another team, for them to make it. You don't know if Ovi's coming back. I'm sure it's going to be a few sleepless nights for fans in Washington over the last couple of days.
Fans were telling you, one more season, one more year. The fans there clearly want to see more Ovi. He's still productive.
Yeah.
Still a very good team, too. I think he's back, Liam.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not, but I would say he's back. He's coming back for one more year, Biz, so we could celebrate him. Similar to like the goal chase. I think same exact thing. We're the greatest goal scorer in NHL history. You deserve to go out not as a usual, everyday, average player. You need to have that special celebration. And I think he's coming back.
Yeah, based on what I think, it's, more volatility than the stock market. You go back to just like the fact he had no D-zone starts up until with 10 games left in the season. So you're thinking, okay, it's probably a sign that I think he's done for. And then, obviously before the season started, the guy selling the season tickets came out with the fact that it was going to be his last year. So I think a lot of us assumed. And then you go into the pregame interview and he's able to stay so stoic and he wants to answer and wants nothing to do with anything beyond the game at hand to hopefully his team can still get in the playoffs. And then after seeing his heartfelt emotions to the crowd as they called him on for first star, I'm like, okay, maybe it is. And then you listen to the post-game interview, I'm like, I think this guy's coming back for at least one more year. So I'm leaving it now as I think that he will be back.
Yeah, in that post-game interview, because I think there's that moment there where if you were going to get choked up, maybe, I don't want to read too much into it, but it felt like this was that moment. Everyone on their feet. And
he was very calm.
Very calm.
Very.
I didn't have 1/20th the career he did, and I cried when I knew it was an ending for me. So you love the game just as much as Ovi did, Hank. I'm sure you did, Ace. I wouldn't have been able to hold it together there on home ice with the crowd there chanting that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
maybe he doesn't know.
Yep.
You just assume that he probably made a decision. He's just telling everyone he's going to make a decision this summer. But watching that, listening to him, yeah, he's probably he needs some time to reflect and then make a decision this summer. I'm hoping he's coming back.
Me too.
He's great for the game.
Me too. I don't think he's made a decision either. I selfishly want him to come back. It's not like he's leaking oil all over the ice and having like 5 goals. He still scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
And it's his contribution to this team. I think the guys in the broadcast were talking about all the young players they have, the Protas brothers, McMichael, Sordif, Hudson in the back end. We're just being in Toronto this past couple of days and staying at the hotel, and the lady that runs the hotel, Mitzi, was telling about when Ovi and these older teams come to the hotel, it's so refreshing to see these older players set the tone. A lot of the young players just kind of wait and let the older players go first. That's how it was back in the day. And not every team is like that, Biz. Sometimes these young guys, too much is given them to 2 for 2 way too soon. And you could see it. And these teams are just in a disarray for years. They haven't figured out how to win. But having players like Ovi, having Tom Wilson, having these veteran players on these teams, there's still a place for that. There's still a way to teach your players how to be a good pro. And the Washington Capitals have done it so far.
Yeah, it's one thing to step into a locker room or a training camp when you have seasoned vets. Imagine showing up when Crosby and Ovi are there for their 21st training camp. holding all these records. I mentioned before the game, Mike Stothers, who was my coach, I called him to congratulate him on Pittsburgh making the playoffs. He goes, Biz, every time Sid touches the puck, they're collecting it for a new record he's setting. It's unbelievable. It's been a magical season here, and same thing across the ice with Ovi. So remarkable run, and I hope they keep going because we know Sid's going to keep going.
They're just 1 point out of playoff position right now. Philadelphia Flyers do have a game in hand on them. Alexander Ovechkin leads this team in goals, leads them in points. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll come back. But today's game, really, the player of the game had to be the guy in goal. Time now for Hear For It, presented by Enterprise. Logan Thompson. They're all must win at this point for the Caps. But there were moments he was under siege.
Yeah, especially early in this hockey game. I thought Pittsburgh, they were all over Washington and created a lot of different types of chances right in the slot, a lot of east to west. We talked about during this game, his ability to come across very compact. There's no reaching, there's no holes. And just his ability to read and anticipate really helps him to be in that type of control. So he had an excellent game.
And I firmly believe, Hank, a goalie like Thompson has an advantage. When you catch the puck with your right hand as opposed to your left. Majority of NHL goalies catch their left hand.
Yep.
So I know as a right-handed shooter, you see the net a little bit differently than the guy catching it the other way. So I think that gives him a distinct advantage for sure, but he's been lights out.
Yeah.
The way they've been playing been lights out. I know Coach Carberry gets a lot of respect, and deservedly so, with the way he's coaching these players. But Thompson's been unbelievable. When you have a goaltender of that caliber in your back, having your back, you just go and play freely. And maybe as an offensive player, you could try some things that you might not want to try if you know your goaltender behind's a little bit leaky, Biz.
Yeah, I mean, coming over from Vegas, just the maturity that he's gained over the past couple of years and eventually the contract that he earned. I still think he's going to be underpaid for years to come, but I'm sure he absolutely loves the security and the opportunity that Washington's provided him. I mean, after probably next game, because he's going to get next game start, he'll play 59 games this year, a save percentage that is going to now be above .910, which you look around the league now, if you're in the .910 range, because of the gambling and how they're not giving those flu shots anymore, where if you have a .910, .915 save percentage, that is as elite as it gets. And then of course he goes over to the Olympics as well. So just a tremendous couple of years for Logan Thompson, and he's earned everything that he's gotten, and including another amazing performance here.
Well, if he does play in the next game, that's Tuesday against Columbus, and that would mean his 21st start in the last 24 games for this team as they come down the stretch.
Those are Hank-like numbers.
Yeah, I mean, and
or
this is
Spanx today.
Yes.
Come on.
No, it's sticking.
No.
Every segment, there's a moment where
It's
you're
Hank.
like, I'm really glad I came back.
Post game, it's Spank.
People at home are like, what are they talking
We're
about?
talking about him, and he's part of a new energy drink with TNT and stuff. He's a big deal, folks. So
Yes.
we're actually going to get her on for playoffs. We're going to do a 5-man panel.
Yep.
We're going to rotate the Kardashian sisters in here. Yeah, we're going to get Kendall. We're going to do a Kylie lip gloss demo.
You're talking all of us out of a job right now, is what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know
Eventually,
if you
it's not
wanna
going to be
say
us
that.
here.
No, they
Yeah.
could take my
Rotating the
spot, and I'll move to the
Kardashians.
kid table. I'll sit next to Jazz and do all the analytics with him, and all the stats.
I don't know if Jazz is approved
gosh.
that. We'll get to break.
Yeah, I think that's a good
should.
idea.
Good idea.
Yeah. Jazz will let us know whether he can improve any. Jazz does not approve. He's
We'll
already
be
told me
back
he does not
with
approve
a new
that.
skincare routine.
Yes.
Brought to you by, what's the other one? Chloe?
Yes.
Chloe.
I told you, it's keeping up with
Who's
King
the mom?
Henrik. Very excited about it.